Well, Angelica, and how are you this beautiful morning? I assumed Alexander would be with you. Yes, well. Listen, if you'd like a little time for yourself, I'd be glad to take him outside with me for a while.
Alexander is sleeping. And as far as him spending any time with you... Actually, I'm trying to keep good thoughts in my head, Victor. I don't want the environment here to affect my child's emotional growth.
You know, you can't keep him away from me forever. Not in such close proximity.
Yes, well, this is only temporary. It's serving both of our purposes at the moment. You know that.
And just how long do you think I'll let you get away with this?
Long enough. Justin isn't going to let things stay the way they are.
Angelica, I'm a businessman. When I make an investment, I expect to get a return.
Well, you shouldn't be too bound up in expectations, Victor. Especially in today's changing market, I think it's unwise to depend too much on any one venture.
That's very good advice, Angelica. You ought to heed it for yourself.
Excuse me, sir. The Baroness de Castellane.
Ah.
Victor, I'm surprised at you. You're not even changed yet. Don't tell me you've forgotten our game this morning. And I've been looking so forward to coming out on top for a change.
No. How could I forget our game? No, it's just that I've been unavoidably and annoyingly detained.
So I see. What is it they say about life's little cross?
Yes, well, some of them are a little harder to bear than others.
That must be it. Well, why don't I bear this one for you while you go and change,
Yes, Victor, why don't you go change into anything, into anyone else, for that matter?
Is there some matter here which needs finishing?
No, nothing at all. Nothing that won't wait forever, if necessary.
I'll come back another time.
No, please. Actually, I've been looking forward to the exercise.
Well, then. And what of your charming guest? Does she play? Certainly you must take advantage of the opportunities here. For sport?
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Countess.
Baroness.
Baroness. I'm sorry, I'm not much for games.
Well, then, what of a good challenge? Some sport is so frightfully invigorating. You've just never had anyone take the time to teach you the rules, that's all. But now I am here, and there is no excuse. In fact, I insist. It's really very easy for anyone to learn, even at your age.
Why don't I go up and change? I won't be too long. If you need anything.
No, we'll be fine. We have everything we need right here. You take your time. So, shall we begin with a little backhand?
Yes, we shall begin. And I will begin. You and I are going to set some of our own rules straight. Baroness, can we speak frankly?
Please do. Perhaps this conversation would begin to prove more stimulating.
I don't know what kind of game you think you're playing here, but...
Oh, of course you do.
Well, good, honesty. It's a novel approach.
For you, perhaps?
I have manipulated enough men in my life to recognize a work in progress. Now, what exactly is it you want from Victor?
Think, Angelica. What reason could I possibly have to want to spend time with a handsome, wealthy, self-assured gentleman? What reason could any woman possibly have?
Victor, you couldn't possibly be serious.
Couldn't I?
Well, I hope I haven't kept you waiting too long.
No, not at all. In fact, I am quite wound up and almost ready to swing.
Oh, good. Shall we go then?
Victor, I heard Alexander a minute ago, and I was wondering if maybe you'd like to visit him. You expressed an interest in that earlier today.
Yes, I did, didn't I? But I think I'll visit with Alexander a little later. At the moment, I'm going to entertain my lovely guest with a game of tennis. Baroness?
Do enjoy your morning.
Really? And what rules were you playing by?
Just my own, as always. When you agree to play with me, you agree to play by my rules.
Oh, is that so? It was my court, don't forget.
Meaning?
meaning I am supposed to have the advantage.
Perhaps you have all along. One never knows until one presses their advantage, does one?
Well, is the Kyriakis Invitational over already?
So it seems.
Well, I was watching from upstairs, and seeing you two play, I'm almost tempted to take the game up myself.
Really?
Yes, really. I always thought tennis required skill and coordination and some amount of grace. But after watching the Baroness play, it's not necessary at all.
I would be willing to volley with you anytime, Angelica.
I thank you, Victor. It's nothing like working up a good sweat once in a while, especially when the exertion is worthwhile.
The trick is knowing when the effort is called for and how to achieve the maximum results with the minimum expenditure of energy. After all, you don't want to look like you're working too hard, do you? Where's the fun in that?
No fun. Not at all.
Well, I think we're both ready for a long hot shower, or maybe even a bath.
Isn't that a coincidence? I was just about ready to give Alexander his bath. Victor, how would you like to visit with your grandnephew now? Maybe even give me a hand with his bath. Hmm?
Yes, I think I'd enjoy that. You will excuse me, won't you, Yvette?
Naturally.
Feel free to use the guest room. You know your way around.
Yes, I do. I know my way around very well.